Hey there, party people. This is your girl, TC Mason of A Beautiful Weirdo, your health and happiness strategist, and you are tuning into the Beautiful Weirdo Life Talks, and I just have quite a few things on my brain, so I figured I would just flesh them all out here, and that you guys could enjoy the ride. So we focus on, mental health, fitness, and happiness. And so I figured that while I make my little snack before my sessions and stuff that I have today, that we can just talk. But before I get started, I'm going to use this. This is organic veggie wraps. So as we talk about Kanye and we talk about the video, I hope you guys have seen it. This is America. You guys are going to see me prepare my food. But this is the organic veggie wrap. That's what I'm using. I'm only using 3 ingredients. The organic veggie wrap, this little thing. Some peppers, and taco-inspired hummus. And I recommend that you just have different hummus, flavored hummus in your refrigerator, because it could just spice up a meal real quick. But anywho, so let's get with it. So, before Kanye made the statement about, slavery is a choice, he was on, social media talking about, well, not really talking, but posting pictures about the MAGA hat and all that stuff. And then later on, it was an interview with him and Charlemagne. And then he was on TMZ. And, I've been rooting for him. Because as a mental health professional, by the way, May is Mental Health Month. As a mental health professional, I kind of see things differently. And so I can see, and I knew even what he was trying to say before it got thrown around, and then Black Twitter just had a field day with it in terms of him saying, slavery is a choice. I said before that I feel Kanye has racing thoughts. Racing thoughts is when your brain is just going so fast that even when you're talking, you think you're connecting points, but you're not connecting points. I don't know if you guys have ever talked with anybody. You'll find this a lot in creatives, people who are creatives in artsy. They'll have conversations with you and they'll leave out. There'll be like general holes in their conversation. And you'll be like, hey, I'm kind of like waiting for the connecting piece here. And the piece never comes because they think that they've laid it out, but they haven't. So I knew that was what was going on with Kanye, even when he said the statement, slavery was a choice. And he was really talking about mental slavery. And then on the opposite spectrum, you see Childish Gambino with his new video, This Is America. And you see just how everything is just so polarized. Oh my goodness. And I woke up this morning, that video it's great. It's deep. It takes into account just like everything and how much we just don't pay attention. We don't pay attention. I feel like we live in a world that is sensationalized. We're just like, oh, this is hot right now. And then on to the next thing. Like we're not, it's like the world has ADHD to 10,000 degree. It's like, oh, the Met Gala. Now the Met Gala is on. Let's forget about that. You know what I mean? Now, okay, Rihanna has on something nice. Let's look at that. Okay. All right. It's like, what's hot right quick and then go to the next thing. And we never focus on the issues that really matter for long enough. It's just a sensationalized type deal. Yeah, so it's all that going on. But for those of you tuning in, my name is TC Mason. Make sure that you save this to your timeline or share it with your friends. I'm just making my lunch right now in between a session that I have that'll be starting. You can make this as well. This is an organic veggie wrap. And as I'm making my lunch, we're just talking. Organic veggie wrap, little one sheet. 3 ingredients. You have the peppers and you have your taco hummus. You can use any kind of flavored hummus. So yeah, I was thinking about all those things, and although, people are not feeling Kanye, and they have every right to, everybody's entitled to their opinion. But the thing that I want to ask is, does Kanye does he represent democracy? Or does he represent, if you don't go with how I think or the way that I do things, then I can't support you. I can't do anything that you do. I think that the interesting thing, even though it is his point of view, in the comment that he made, you know, everybody knows slavery wasn't choice. Slavery wasn't a choice because slavery is slavery. That's the whole thing about slavery. Like, you don't have a choice. Like, you know, African Americans were kidnapped and brought to this world to help with the economy and a whole bunch of other stuff. Everybody knows that. But everybody is not aware that there are still remnants of mental slavery that still happen. And I think because he has not really worked on communication very well, everything that he tries to do, I'm not going to say everything that he tries to do. Music he's really pretty much good at. But in terms of just the social aspect, it just doesn't translate. And so because it doesn't translate, you know, people are just going to, you know, hop on it. And just from a mental health perspective, it's like, yeah. And then you have the new video, This Is America. And then it's like people are now pitting them against each other. Not that they're been pitted, but the ideas are being pitted against each other. And either way, mental slavery still exists. This Is America definitely exists. Like, I mean, everything is just so, I woke up this morning like, I hate that I kind of live in this type of America. And me and my husband, we're trying to make a baby. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to bring another child into this kind of world, into this type of dynamic where everybody is recording everything or recording things that are happening to people, but nobody is actively doing anything about anything. You know, it's like they hop from one thing to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing. And then what is this teaching our children? So that's what's on my brain right now as I'm making this stuff. But let me just finish making this food. You guys can comment and, you know, leave your ideas, your thoughts. And the one thing that I do like about Kanye is that he, even though his presentation of his ideas isn't necessarily in a way that is socially acceptable or people can actually understand all the time, he makes people think and gets the conversation going. He really does. You know, people have been having conversations that wouldn't even normally have conversations because of his statement or what have you. So I do like that about that. I just wish that the conversations wouldn't be superficial and that the conversations would go to the deeper place that it needs to go to. Like, okay, so you guys are focusing on the statement, you know, slavery, you know, was a choice. Okay, now that we have established that it wasn't a choice, have we talked about how people are still affected because their ancestors and their lineage was enslaved? How does it still affect our lives? It still affects us, whether people want to admit it or not. Okay, we're done with the sensationalization of everything. Now let's talk for real. And that's the piece that's missing. And that's the piece that I like about the video, This Is America. Okay, now that you've seen what's happening, when are we going to have the necessary conversations that we need to have? Kanye has the ministry of confrontation. Confrontation brings peace to a situation. Confrontation has the ability to bring peace, or it has the ability to keep things separated, to widen the divide. So, yeah. So confrontation can be good, but it has to be purposeful. And the person has to know what the purpose of the confrontation is to connect it all together. And I'm not sure if Kanye is aware of that. Plus, I think he has some anxiety issues and some other things because when he's in front of certain people, he acts differently. And you can like see his anxiety just going up. Like, calm down, brother. It's okay. But, you know, he has a lot of pressure. Some pressure that he's put on himself and some other things. But, you know, those are just my thoughts, and that's just what I've been thinking about. And so as we were talking, I made, you know, I put the hummus on. I just layered it. Hummus, green peppers, And that's all you need. I mean, of course, if you want to add, like some people may add coleslaw, not like the broccoli slaw. You can add broccoli slaw or spinach or what have you. But I'm just keeping it simple. And this is going to be a nice, healthy, nutritious snack in between this session, because I don't got time to make anything really big. But again, it's these organic veggie wraps. I got these from Mom's. They're pretty good. They're made of, what are they made of here? Organic zucchini, organic apple, organic flax seeds, organic coconut, all that stuff. And is this gluten-free? And it's gluten-free. Yeah, so, and it's good. I had one yesterday in between a session, and it was so good. I mean, it was so good. So, on one side, I put some hummus. I'm going to put some more. So, you guys let me know what your thoughts are. I just use like 3 tablespoons of this hummus. Let me know what your thoughts are in terms of the commentary. But I just wanted to get that off my chest and just have that conversation with you guys. And just let you know how I feel from a mental health perspective. And I'm interested to know if you guys have actually took the conversation deeper. Like after people have posted their memes and they've went in on Kanye about, you know, slavery, it wasn't a choice. After you've done that, have you had conversations with your friends and with your families and have honestly said, hey, you know what? Slavery wasn't a choice and I'm still affected by it. Okay, so how are you still affected by it? Like, let's go deeper than the conversation. Let's not just focus on the antics. You know, we can just stay there all day, but at the end of the day, the real issue, the real point, we lose focus. And we focus on the things that don't really matter. And they serve as distractions. So, I'm done. Look at it. Isn't it pretty in the inside? It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Don't you want to kiss it? Did you want to kiss it? I want to kiss it. I'm going to kiss it and I'm going to eat it. Well, this is your girl, TC Mason. Thank you for tuning in to The Beautiful Word on Life, where we talk about mental health, fitness, happiness, the pursuit of the satisfaction of life. Thank you for tuning in. Feel free to join my email, sign up at my website, www.imabeautifulweirdo. Share this with your friends and keep it moving, and I'll see you later. And this is the little wrap. I'm going to eat it. Peace. It's yummy. Mm-hmm.